Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, now that Halo Reach mod tools have finally released, there are actually quite a few interesting things in the game files of the Halo Reach mod tools. And for this particular video, we'll be covering the secret cut characters that have been added to the game files of the Halo Reach mod tools, starting with the Space Squirrel. The Space Squirrel is actually it's actually a pretty interesting one because there have been pictures of it floating around the internet a long time ago. Pretty much since the game release. I think it was Bungie that posted like a cut picture of the Space Squirrel. And now it's actually here, and you can see it could be spawned in just fine. And I don't know if you can hear it very well, but it does have sound effects and everything to it. So it does seem like it works pretty well. But unfortunately, the Space Squirrel never made it into the final game. And now it's here. Now it's been added back. And in addition to the Space Squirrel, we also got another creature, and that is called the Spadehorn, which is like a giant, it's like a pretty big ram, I guess, or something like that. I'm not sure what species on Earth is probably closest to it, but that's what it reminds me of. And you can see it's a lot bigger than the Space Squirrel. And this one, though, I don't think I've ever seen Bungie post any pictures of it like they did with the Space Squirrel back in the day. But I do believe in the community there has been some leaked early builds of Halo Reach where in one of them there was a Spadehorn, maybe? I don't remember exactly. But yeah, it's here, and that is what it looks like. And it also has its own sound effects too, which you might be able to hear. And it's actually pretty loud, and it reminds me of the Guta, but it's a little bit different, I guess. Maybe the Guta sound effects are based on a Spadehorn somehow, but I'm not sure. But it's just constantly looping the same sound effects. So, with these two creatures that have been added to the game, those are the only two cut characters that have been added, as far as I can tell. Let's see what they're actually like in gameplay. So, neither of them can be killed by gunfire. I mean, you know, the bullets will hit them and they will bleed and everything, but they'll never die. They won't even flinch or anything or react at all. Which just goes to show like how incomplete these characters actually are. Especially the Spadehorn. The Spadehorn, as you can see, has like no animations or anything. It's solid to my melees and to bullets, but it's actually not solid to the player at all. And it's the same with the Space Squirrel. It's technically not solid to me at all either. And it's also invincible to melees as well. So neither creature, you know, are able to be killed the traditional way, but grenades can kill the Space Squirrel. So the Space Squirrel does seem to be a little bit more complete than the Spadehorn. I mean, it has animations and everything, but when it dies, it just becomes like a stiff model like that, and well, you could use grenades to like fling its body around, and it looks kind of silly that way. So yeah, I mean, the Space Squirrel is more complete than the Spadehorn, as far as I can tell, but it's, you know, not complete enough to, I guess, for Bungie to have released it in the final version of Halo Reach. And I guess they didn't have the time to finish it either back then, so they cut it from the final game, unfortunately. But I mean, the Space Squirrel is pretty cool. I mean, it's actually pretty adorable as well. So it's too bad it never made it into the final game. As for the Spadehorn, I mean, grenades can't kill it either, and you can only stick with a plasma grenade from the top. From the sides, it just kind of bounces off. So that's it for the Spadehorn. There's really not much else to it. It's very incomplete. But its model exists and can be spawned in, and it does look kind of cool as well. And it has a sound effect with it as well. So there you guys have it. Those are the two new secret cut characters that have been added to the game files of the Halo Reach mod tools. And as you can see, they're both pretty incomplete, with the Spadehorn being even more incomplete than the Space Squirrel. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, then as always, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts and comments, and if you guys want to check out a link to, just let me know. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!